Hello again. We have two beautiful drone feet here, and that is quite mind-boggling how to tackle those. We have the first foot at the foot at the top. I'm trying to get it as quickly as I can with sketches with average lines, as you can see, using the charcoal really widely, as wide as I can. You have that lower part here, and then just blockage with a bit of shadows. You got the toes here, big toe and the little ones right up here as we're moving upwards. Then you got the heel, and the other foot is in perspective, is further up. Then you got the toes all around here. Then you got the big toe here. There you have it. And big toe here. So working here with a quick sketch. And then bring it down. I'm talking about this line here, which is the major bone structure, sorry, not spot, bone structure. And you got the little toe, which comes with that muscle around it. Again, the line which is in between. I'm talking about this one. It's wrinkle there. And then here, shadow. Then you got that lower part. That lower part is almost like a circle. And I'm talking about this. All the toes right up to here. And then it moves inwards this way. Shadow on the first toe. Sorry, second. Shadow on the third. Shadow work on the fourth. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 toes here. And I'm talking about this line here. There you have it. And underneath, got this shadow here, shadow around here. It's quite rounded, just here. And shadow work around both feet. Give it a tonal value to the background, bone structure here, and a general half tone there. Some little forms which are being created here. You got another dark line, which again, it's vital to put it and darken it as much as it is on the original. 1 toe, 2, tip of the toes, and the fourth one is here. And you got the big toe, obviously. I think I need to go higher with that. Well, I'm pushing more perspective here, to be honest. More perspective. Well, I'm doing the feet really small here, especially the one at the top. It's not that small. And then you got that line. You got 2 lines. One which defines the end of the toe and how they place themselves on the big, on the other foot. and the other line here, which suggests the 4 little toes together here, and that massive structure here which we got here all around, which connects with the big toe here. There we are. And push that a bit further away. Make it a bit more bony here. And as the foot moves inwards, then we can surround it with background, and then you have the continuation of the foot here. There you have it. Lines all around. And that is really flat, which you know what it is. It's the sole. That comes darker on this side as well. Darker here. And the inside of the sole here. And a little darker here at the top. I'm moving fast here. Not as fast as I can, but fast in the meaning that don't get too boggled too much with this, because the thing is, when we do a nude which will be very similar and you have to deal with foot like this, then you don't have much time. Say it was live drawing session, and that would be very difficult to be too detailed on it, too detailed. So quick to get the gesture of the foot, the gesture, and to be as accurate as possible. It's easier said than done, I know, but at least we're trying. A bigger charcoal, a longer one, which is this one here. Dark. That's a dark area of the toe. And the last toe here. Darken them as I'm moving down. Emphasize those lines because they create a beautiful perspective and accuracy, of course. And here we are also repeating the geometrical shape that we've learned on previous lessons. A bit lighter. I'm darkening all this area, and then I'll come later on with the putty rubber to brighten them up a bit more. The sole, give it a little bit of darker lines to emphasize them. Big toe, cast shadow of the big toe onto the other foot. And this beautiful area here with which is creates that nice rounded thing There you have it here. That's the sole of the foot at the top. Darker background, more solid darks coming back on the sole. Here, few darker lines. Get that highlight here. And little toe again. Middle one, and the one which is the closest to the big toe. Okay, as I said, when you have somebody sitting or posing, when we go back to live drawing sessions, this will be a really good method to, a really good approach. Now, with a little bit of putty rubber, let's clear up some areas. See that light area here at the top? Not top, it's right in the middle. It's not at the top, it's in the middle here. Then you go to the highlight, this one here. Highlights itself a little bit more. Highlight on the sole itself, up here. There you are. And the little toes here. 1, 2, and the 3, and this one here. See that little highlight right here, and the toe itself there. Now those are less dark and less highlighted, so I'm dumping them down a little bit more. And the line here, it's softer, it's not as defined as what I've done. Going back to the big toe, more rounded here, and highlight this as well. Look. So, and the cast shadow of the big toe right here, and it's been illuminated by the light around there. See, that reveals the big toe a bit more. There you are. A bit more bony, this part. You won't do any bad if I make it a little bit more bony as to what it is at the moment. The foot at the top. Highlight here. A little bit bigger or wider, not bigger, wider. The sole of the foot at the back. See, the lines are not as strong here. They are completely merged with the background. Bring back some lines. I'm missing those lines here. That's enough. Darker here. Dark at the top here. Dark at the back. Give it a little bit more darks, which is again a bit more dramatic. That creates a nice background. And that line moves inwards this way, slightly. You've got the sole, which comes from, Actually, it's a little bit further back. It's a little bit bigger, the soul here. So let's do that. And that highlight here. There we are. And those darks merged together. Tiny brighter. Brighter here. Brighter, 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 brighter. And there you are. A bit more roundness. I'm talking about this spherical thing. You remember the spheres that we've done in previous lessons? Do you remember that I said to you we will encounter them at almost every human part? Of course on the head, but it's also, as you can see, it's very applicable here. Now the small toe, the ones in the middle, and highlight here. I mean, it's very dark, but I'm deliberately making it a little bit dark, brighter here. I like that strong line that I did put there. Creates a, it helps the precision of the drawing. That's what it does, really. A bit darker the lines in between, which separate the toes to get from each other. And those lines are, yes, they're dark, but they are part of a darker shadow. You might even say it's shadow shape. Yes, it's part of a shape. It's a shadow, but it's not a shadow in vacuum. It's a shadow which is part of a wider shape. Soft on the background. A bit more rounded here. Oh, the paper is not allowing me to. That is stuck. I don't know. Oh, strangely, there's some type of paper. This is Strathmore that I'm using, but for some reason, possibly it's the oil on the fingers that we've got. Not that I have oil, but all fingers we have that natural oil, which is possibly the paper absorbs it and then doesn't want anymore. Decides it had enough. Sharpen that line, bring back this beautiful shadow shape here. And a bit of darks here. And a little bit of highlight here. I mean, I could go very bright there, but don't want to do it too obvious because it's a really beautiful shadow around here. There you have it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth is there. Fifth is here. The small one. The very last one. And here we are. Okay. Well, what I think I could improve there is all that area, it's a lot darker. Let's put it this way. And then you have all the bone structures, which they're slightly but surely showing there. Go a little bit darker here as well. darker here, coming back and forth with those darks. I think that little, well, the big toe there, it's a bit separate, which I brought them together a lot. It's a drawing design mistake here, which I'm trying to change it, but it's not a major issue. The thrust of it is correct, the design is okay. It's not too bothered about it, but if you want for more accuracy, then obviously you could go back and forth and fix it. All right, almost done. Getting that dark around here. Why not add some background? That helps, creates a nice atmosphere anyway. And push that back a little bit more with some more darks. And here as well. Just make that soul more, you see, more turned, creates a nice perspective. There. That turn, just emphasize the turn a bit more. Also here, coming with some more bold lines. And why not? See, all around here, bit of shadows. Creates a nice finished touches. Although the toe looks to be a little bit darker, comes across as a lot darker, so let's pick the big one. And then just give them a tone, a general darker tone. And leave two brighter. It's the opposite here. It's brighter there, but I'm leaving brighter here, down here, just for a change. We use it as a reference. It's a beautiful picture, very skilled artist. Stan, he's a very good artist. So just get inspired by his images and then work something similar. I think I emphasize that a bit more, but there you are. I like that round bit there. It's a muscle, which it's a tendon, not muscle. More than a muscle, it's a tendon. There you have it. Highlight those areas there. Okay. If you want to make the image more Caravagesque, I don't know if that term exists, but you know what I want to say, Caravaggio style, with very, very, very extremely dark shadows. Chiaroscuro on Caravaggio was something else, very strong. So if you wanted to do anything like that, I could spray it and then go back and forth. I'll leave it now. I'll spray it first and then I'll continue later on. Okay then, see you in a bit. Hello again. Here we are, coming back and forth what I need to get going here is to brighten up that a little bit more here. The soul. Lighten up this one here. Lighten up this area here. This one. With another putty. A bit more light here. On the toes itself. The whole row of them. And a little tiny light here. And of course a bit brighter here after the spray, coming back and forth with the light, a bit more highlight, bright a little bit here, and also on the heel. Coming back with a bit more darks to emphasize the line. The line quality a little bit better. There. Softly to match it and darken it here. And of course, a bit darker here. This area is quite dark. If you see what's going on here, it's quite dark. And also here. And coming back to the individual toes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 toes. Here. See, it grabs when you start darkening these things, these outlines here, it grabs your attention. And it looks more finished. There you go. But not only darkening the outline, you need to darken the whole form, which creates the outline. Not only the outline, the form, like this fleshy bit here. That is a form on its own. So tackle that. See how it comes. And a little bit of line here. Darkening, so that's the feet, the foot behind, and the foot at the front. And then just coming back and forth with the foot at the front here. Darker, and then some shadow work here. Then highlight those, not too dark, because you want those lines to be the darkest ones, the outline. Okay then, that was it. Oh, 1, 3, 21. Okay. See you on the next one.